Greetings! It is I, Nerdyjojo, and I have once again arrived in this very particular location. Hello, hello, hello. How is everything going for all of you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, hey, I don't know where I was going with any of that. Hello. Today is a pretty good day. Today is a very exciting day because we're doing a bit of a very different stream than normal, and I'm sure I don't need to explain it. I'm sure I don't need to explain it to you at all, but either way, it is. Anyways, yeah, I guess, I don't know, straight on right over into what we're actually doing, I guess. There's really no reason for me to. Now 4 is watching. Really? Okay, well, either way, the title says it all. The title says it all. Yes, we are doing a stream. I am reviewing people's Genshin Impact builds today. So, 2 weeks ago, I put out a form that said, hey, if you want your Genshin build, if you want your build reviewed, I will do like a review stream where I'm just gonna, you know, review Genshin builds. It's literally not that complicated. But I put a form out. People had to fill out the form to be considered for today. And we got a fair number of people who entered. Hello, Ritsu, Ida Whispers, Bomb Requiem, and just Adeline. I guess I should just welcome to everyone. My Genshin builds are not very good. That's okay. Don't worry about your Genshin builds not being too good. I am not really going to try anything too crazy here. We're literally just gonna be talking about good weapon, good artifact set for said character, and you know, stuff like that. I don't plan on going too in depth with this because I don't know everyone's character or how to build every single character. Yeah, everyone is here today. Also, I'm realizing that the chat is kind of like just disappearing, so I'm just gonna like busy day. I'm gonna just make a color source. We'll call this, yeah, you know, color source 2 is fine. We're not gonna make it that big. 300 by 400 maybe. Yeah, okay, that's probably fine. Okay, we'll just pick that color source up and we'll just move it under the chat, so at the very least the chat doesn't disappear on the blank void that is there. Transform, rotate 90. No, I picked the wrong thing. Oh no. We're up to the scuff first thing. I'm still building some characters. Yeah, that's, by the way, I just got out of work. I'm currently on the bus. Hello everyone, busy day. Scuff right out of the window. Okay, what did I click on? Which way did I turn this? Oh, now it's upside down. Okay, well. This is why I can't have nice things. Hello. Busy day. Welcome, everyone. Please forgive the scuff. This wasn't supposed to happen. This is why I need to lock things. Transform, rotate, there we go. We're back to normal. We lock that. I take the color source. And now I rotate the color source. Scuff, yeah. Scuff is to be expected. There we go. Now the chat is not randomly disappearing. Okay, so I managed to fix the scuff, so the scuff is no longer as scuffed. I have locked everything down, so I'm not gonna accidentally click something that I'm not supposed to. Anyways, I guess I just go and we'll take the first account. We'll look at the first account. So this is the account of Noelle Main. They were the first person to fill it out. That wasn't me. What? Yeah, what do you mean that doesn't seem to exist? They're right there. Okay, so this is Noelle Main. Thank you, Noelle Main, for participating today. They wanted me to look at Noelle. So we just have to wait for this to load for a second. From what I can see already, this is going to be a pretty insane Noelle. So I am excited. I am excited. Hopefully it's going to load. That's the biggest concern. Also, there's Steve. Said hi twice. Hello, hi. And I guess I should properly say hi to AA batteries as well. Why is this not loading? Should I just try to refresh? Please load. There we go. Okay, there we go, there we go. So this is the Noelle from Noelle Main. Are you checking reviews from older viewers or... Wow. Oh, top 5% Noelle. Top 5% Noelle. It might look like 3 just because the quality is bad, because you said top 3%. Wow, but yeah, refresh. I refreshed the screen. It works now. And are you checking reviews from older viewers or everyone who is going to be reviewed? You're just in time. Nice Noelle. Nice Noelle. Noelle Main. Welcome. So everyone who's signed up, or everyone whose account, or at least a couple characters that I'm going to look at, they all had to sign up. It didn't matter if they were new or they were older viewers. That didn't matter to me. It just it's anyone who signed up. The sign up sheet is closed now though. The Ito is 3%, which is crazy. Noelle's perfect timing. Yeah. 3%, top 3% Ito. I mean, I'm probably gonna get nosy and take a look at a couple other characters, but they want Noelle first. Sign up. Yeah, I had a little sign up form. So everyone who... Yeah. Everyone who's being reviewed today has signed up. I closed the form. I closed the form before stream. I said I was going to do that, so I did that. We'll see how things go. Maybe I'll end up opening it before the end of stream, and if, you know, we run out of time or don't have enough time, or... I think I forgot to put which character I want you to look at. Well, if you're still here when I get to your account, you can just tell me a couple of characters if that's okay with you. I mean, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. Your account has the same name as you, so, or your username here, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure that out. Anyways, so what is this Noelle? Top 5%, pretty impressive, honestly. The closest I have is a top 10%. I have a top 10% character, and that's about it. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. So I think this is a really good Noelle. We also have the skill burst. Wait, triple crowned Noelle. So normal attacks, skill, and burst. All of it is crowned. So that's really good. Also, Red Horn Stone Thresher, probably Noelle's best DPS weapon. Also, Ito's signature. And I think... No, I'm getting a little nosy. We're zooming down again. Yeah, Ito has his signature weapon as well. Of course, it's my waifu, yes. Only the best for the waifu. Only the best for the waifu. Yes, also, we can take a look back here. Noelle is C6, of course. C6 is where Noelle gets a lot of extra value from the defense stat. So that is really, really good. This is a nice Noelle. This is a nice Noelle. Also, onset geo damage bonus. So that is pretty impressive. Onset of any weapon is pretty impressive. Onset of any weapon is pretty weapon. Onset elemental damage bonus goblet is pretty impressive. Those are not easy to come by. I don't have my waifu. You don't have your you don't have your waifu. That's terrible. Anyways, moving on. I think this is a really good Noelle. All the pieces are pretty impressive. If you switch over just to the roll value, all of them are 5-star or 4-star or higher roll value. Because you can see the gold outline here. That's just, you know, very good roll value. And then crit value, not quite as heavy on the crit value, but that is not a problem, really. Like, this is a scary Noelle. My Noelle is not this good, to be clear. My Noelle is definitely not this good, but this is a very, very good Noelle. This is a very good Noelle. It must have taken a lot of effort to get Noelle to this point. Or a lot of time, I should say. Anyways, I think this is a great Noelle. Thank you for sharing your Noelle. Now I'm gonna get a little nosy. I'm gonna look at Ito because, yeah, top 3%, so... Ito is also extremely 2 onset geo damage. I've been farming for years. Yeah, I could imagine that. You have two onset geo damage goblets. Or wait, no, this has the same set. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. I just realized they probably share the same build. Never mind, they share the same build, don't they? So I guess Noelle competition is pretty high because this is a top 5% Noelle where the same stats and everything is a top 3% Ito. My pre-farming Raiden artifacts have been pretty good rolls. Yeah, same build. Yeah. I mean, honestly, fair. They both kinda have the same task and they both kinda do want all of the same stats. So, you know what? Honestly, 100% fair to use the same artifacts for both. Like, I saw the second geo damage goblet on set, and I saw that it was a noblesse mask, and I was like, and then it suddenly clicked. They have the same build, it's just 2 different characters, which is honestly 100% fair. For a second, I thought you had 2 red horn stone freshers. And I have 2 by the... Oh, wait, you do have 2 red horn stone freshers? I'm confused, but either way, very impressive Geo Claymore builds. Very impressive. I think this was very good. Also, I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna let you know that... Wait, you have Eloy! Wait a minute. Oh, I was gonna look at Hazel, but I might just have to look at Eloy instead. I don't know. Do you care if I look at any of these specific characters? You just put in only to look at Noelle. Yeah, you only said to look at Noelle, so... I don't know. I'm probably gonna look at 3 characters for everyone. Nah. DY about it. Don't care about... Okay. I might... might just have to look at Aloy. I don't have Aloy. Most people don't have Aloy. Where... It is very rare for people to have Aloy. So I had to take a little bit of a look. This is a rare commodity. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Like, it's not a super impressive Aloy. But it is Aloy, which you don't see often. I hope you don't mind. I mean, there's some pretty decent pieces on her, though. Put those on other people, and, I mean, they might be on other characters already, and I just didn't realize it. She's using stringless. I don't know. Didn't get updated. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Thank you for letting me look at Aloy. What if I look at Hazo now? Okay, well, Hazo for real. I'm poking around, don't mind me. I wonder what number my account is. That's a good question. I should probably hurry up. I don't want to leave anyone out. So anyways, Hazo. Skyward Atlas, pretty good weapon on him. Also, 66, 149. Not bad. Energy recharge a little bit. Lots of animo damage bonus. 2 Shimenawa and 2 Desert Pavilion. Very similar to my Hazo build. I have Viridescent and Shimenawa. But yeah. Only C1. Only C1. Hello. Hello, Ashra. Ashura? I don't know if I said that right. Welcome. Yep. Skill 8. Normal attack 6 and burst 4. It's a nice Hazo. I like Hazo. I feel like if anyone who didn't ask me to look at many specific characters, if they have Shikanoin Hazo there or Ningguang, I'm just gonna have to look at them. I love those two. I love those two, like, very much. Anyways, welcome, Marv. Welcome, everyone. It's been a busy day. Welcome, everyone. Anyways, thank you, Noelle Main, so much for letting me look at your characters. Your Noelle and Ito are a very, very, very impressive. And you have Aloy. How often do you see that? Welcome. Thank you. I really appreciate that you allowed me to look at your account today. It's one of a kind, yeah. How often do you see Aloy? Okay, next person is... This is Galhalder. Okay. I hope I said that right. I just want to join. I just joined. What did I miss? So, we looked at Noelle Main. They have a top 3% Ito and a top 5% Noelle, as well as a very rare Aloy. But it's only the first account. It is only the first account, but that's what we saw so far. Anyways, we are gonna move on though to Galhalder. I probably should just knock out all of this. Profiles. So we'll click that in. Okay. I don't know if like, they did not pop up. The name that I'm looking for didn't pop up. So please check my Kaya, but feel free to check my other characters. Okay. I'm gonna type the name into the chat. If you switch to your name to... I don't even... Like... I don't know whose account to put this in for. if they changed their name or not. I mean, it has the right number, I imagine. Hi! Hi! Welcome, welcome. Okay. I'm just gonna try... Maybe I'll try looking up their nickname. Okay. Is this possibly it? I don't... That's the problem. The name and the UID don't seem to match for some reason. That's very weird. It's very weird. Okay, well... Does this person just have a Kaya? They do not have a Kaya. So this is probably not the person I'm looking for. Which means... The other... When I typed in the UID... That might be the person we're looking for. I imagine... Okay, well... They do have Kaya, so we're gonna look at the Kaya. We're gonna see what the Kaya has to offer. If this is not the person who put their names in Kaya... Wait, I have a Kaya profile pic. Oh no. You do! You do, in fact, have a Kaya profile pic. We cannot deny it. Well, if this happens to be the wrong account, I am very sorry. But the names didn't match. Although they do have Kaya, and it is there, and that's the character they want. Could you do mine a bit later? Yes, that's me. Oh, that is you? Okay, okay. The name didn't match up, so I was like... yes, that's me. Yeah, okay, okay. As long... and for the question of... Do that another one later. If I have time, I might open up the sign-up sheet again. But I closed the sign-up sheet before the stream. I'm really sorry if you were hoping. I'm very sorry. We'll have to wait and see how much time I have. Those crit stats are insane. Consider freezing. Yeah, actually, you know what? That isn't bad. I suppose we should just get back on to this Kaya. So, I can already tell that this is a very impressive Kaya. This is a very impressive Kaya. So, we got Miss Splitter. That's Ayaka's signature. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. If I have time, I'll open the form again, but otherwise I might not be able to help much. But I think I might do another one of these in the future. I did have a fair bit of fun. Or I should say I am having fun right now. So I might do another one of these in the future. My boy deserves love. Yeah. He deserves it. Look at this guy. So clearly he's freeze, of course. 33 over 212. This is... Also, I didn't notice this. C5, even more impressive. You got a C5 Kaya. Now what would be more impressive than just buying it in the shop is if you somehow, just accidentally, somehow managed to acquire a C5 Kaya through gacha. Which I imagine is very hard, and you probably got most of these constellations through the shop. His C6... By the way, yeah. You're almost there. You'll get that C6 soon, I'm sure. Just wait. It's quite impressive to see this many constellations on one of the starter characters. Now is C6, but didn't update. Oh, you do have his C6. Oh, that's what you meant. So, he's actually C6, but stuff didn't update. Yeah. I think you literally need to properly go into your, what's it called? Enka network to actually update things. So maybe I should have put that. It's like, if you update something and you want it to be seen, you're going to need to make sure that you update the Enka network. You need to restart the game and website, so that may be an issue. C4 Kaya is the most expensive. I can't see the word because it's hidden. Shield in the game. Yeah, probably. C4 Kaya does create a shield, doesn't he? I could believe that, but either way, also triple crowned as well. Triple crowned. 4 police Blizzard Strayers. Very impressive. I think I updated mine. Okay, okay. I see. I see. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. If it doesn't update, that's fine. I'm sure everyone's builds are pretty good. So far, so good. I've been pretty impressed with the characters that I have seen so far. Yeah, no, this Kaya is probably also a bit of a beast, honestly. He is out to do business, and he is going to do business. I think, I don't know, I think your flower is, no, not flower, the feather is probably the best, or I can't even just say I think. The flower or the feather definitely is probably your best piece on this particular build. 19 crit damage and 11 crit rate. So that's, this feather is putting in the work for this Kaya. Your goblet's actually pretty good too. Also double crit and energy recharge on a goblet. It's not the most impressive goblet ever, but it is quite not, it's not bad. It's not a bad goblet. What website are you using? This is the Akasha system, which is a fan-made project. It uses the Enka network, which gives, basically you just put in your UID and it takes the information directly from your the showcase of characters, and it allows people all over the world to see them, pretty much. I gave up on farming Blizzard Strayers domain. I mean, honestly, you don't really need to farm the Blizzard Strayers anymore. It is in the strong box, so if you want to try, you know, getting better pieces for Kaya in the end, you don't have to even go in the domain anymore, because it's in the strong box. You just throw all the garbage from the other places that you end up farming in it. I have terrible luck with cryo goblets. Honestly, this cryo goblet isn't too bad, though. Like, your Kaya probably does want some energy recharge because his burst is probably his best cryo application. And then, you got a little bit of crit rate and a fair bit of crit damage. I'd say this is a reasonably good cryo damage goblet, all things considered. Now, it would be nice to get probably an extra roll into crit damage, because clear you probably got 1 to 2 rolls into energy recharge. You probably only would have needed 1. Probably only would have needed 1. Especially since I have a feeling that because of these stats, I feel like it's quite likely you're playing Kaya on field, so he doesn't need a ton of energy recharge. But all things considered, I think this is a really good Kaya, and I think your cryo goblet is actually quite good. So, like, double crit on a goblet for the right set that you want, or not the right set, the right oh geez, what's that called, element bonus, is not necessarily something easy to get. So honestly, I think it's not the best, but it's also quite serviceable. Very, very good Kaya. Very good Kaya, in my opinion. Can't wait to see my account. I have Dia built. I want you to see. Yeah, I remember I saw Dia on there. Okay. Most of them keep going into defense. Yeah, that happens. There's only so much you can do about that. It's just you have to you have to live with it, I suppose. Either way, I still think this is a very, very good Kaya. Hey, Pumpkin. I think I said it before, I'll say it again. Fantastic Kaya, honestly. The only concern would be the circlet. But I don't think you're really hurting for, like, crit rate on the circlet, honestly. Because you got crit damage, of course. A crit damage on set. Or on piece. Or crit damage main stat. But a lot of DPSs, you try to get a crit or the other crit stat. Yo, my account review, can it be done? I had a form that you needed to sign up for. If that's what you're asking. I always wanted a nerd to review my account. If I have time, I might open the form again, but for now, it's closed. The form is closed. Is top 6 Nouvellette good or normal? I just got on the site. Top 6%? Top 6%? Probably top 10% of anything. You got a pretty impressive build there. You got a top 6% Nouvellette. There's a lot of people who have Nouvellette, and there's a lot of people who invest a lot in Nouvellette. So I would say, yes, it's quite impressive that you have a top 6 Nouvellette. You're welcome. If I have time, I might open the form, like I said, so that we can take another look. But for now, it's closed. Okay. What time is it? I should probably pick up the pace just a little bit. So let's see another character. Who do I want to look at? Why don't we just look at... really? Okay. Really to what? I'm gonna look at Diluc. Gonna look at this Diluc. We looked at one brother, and now we look at the other. Okay. Top 18% Diluc. Wolf's Gravestone. Pretty good weapon on Diluc. Also, got his skin, so... His skin... His fancy Diluc high ponytail skin. I actually love Diluc. Diluc was my first 5-star character. I have yet to build him, but he was my first 5-star character. Also, not bad. Over 2,000 attack. Shouldn't be surprised with Wolf Gravestone. 64 over 165. And just a little bit of energy recharge. Will you believe me if I say I'm free to play? I can believe that, yeah. It's an R1 5-star weapon. It's only a Constellation 1 5-star character. And then Kaya, well, having a C5, C6 Kaya, having a C6 Kaya isn't something that is necessarily easy to do. There's also, what was I gonna say about that? You can buy Kaya in the shop, so if you just save up your star glitter, you can get a C6 Kaya eventually. Yes. Anyways, these are very decent builds. So far, I'm impressed. These are top tier quality characters. Deluxe, he's got this 4 Crimson Witch of Flames, his signature set, and then that's Xiao's signature set. A lot of crit damage, a little bit of crit rate. It's not a bad pyro goblet, I would say. Crit damage with a pretty good amount of crit rate on the circlet. Or you can wail. Wow, it's C6. I did not notice. Yeah, the Kaya was C6. Only C5 showed, but they said it was C6, and you know what? We're gonna believe them. We're gonna believe them. I've seen better builds. Yes. every character, there's probably another better build out there, but we're not talking about if it's the bestest build in the whole wide world. We're just talking about if they're good. And I think they're pretty good. All great except the Sands. Yeah. The Sands is a little coping, but you know what? Sometimes you just need the best you have, I suppose. You might want to, if I had one suggestion, if you can find an Elemental Mastery Sands on set and it happens to be better, you might want to try that. Elemental Mastery on Diluc is not a dead stat. You have the Wolf's Gravestone, which is going to keep your attack pretty high still. Because it does have, you know, its second stat is attack. So going for Elemental Mastery on the Sands probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. We ain't talking about the Sands. Wait, what? Lol, it's 30-minute long stream so far. Wait. All great and set. I'm so confused, but I did have a tiny little bit of advice there. I don't just use EM with Monopyro. Just don't. Yeah, if you're running Monopyro, I suppose you can't use EM, but if you have, you know, reactions going on, you can get away with an EM Sans. I have an EM Sans on my Yoimiya, and she does perfectly fine, so I know they're very different, but still. Since I'm still very confused that we weren't talking about the Sans, I'm just gonna move on. Who else? We'll do one more. He's joking. It was in the we don't talk about Jimmy kind of tone. Oh, we don't talk about Jimmy. Oh no, I'm so lost. It's okay. So lost. Who else? Got a lot of characters to look at. Do we care? Let's look at Zhao. I think actually there's someone else who wanted me to look at Zhao, so you know what? We'll look at Venti instead. I'm sure your Zhao is fantastic, but someone else, they wanted to look at Zhao, so we'll look at Venti. We're only on the second account, yeah. I should pick up the pace. All good, lol, yeah. Anyways, Venti, the bard, a lot of EM, top 31%, 4 Viridescent, not surprising, not anything too particularly crazy here. Curse Zhao build, is it a Curse Zhao build, or does someone else want it? Is it? No, I think this Zhao looks relatively reasonable. I don't see anything that stands out as cursed. He's on the right set, and I mean, he has a lot of EM. I don't think you usually put EM on Zhao, but you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no. I guess I really should probably get moving. 240. Yeah. Take a look at my Zhao. Yeah. If you left your Zhao in the, or if you're one of the people who signed up, ooh, a swirl Zhao. It could be a swirl Zhao. I mean, you might as well. Does it say who you run it with? No. Either way, I think they're all pretty trust in the EM. Yeah. If the plunge attacks fail, the swirl will not. Assuming there are elements to swirl, of course. Anyways, I think your Venti looks pretty good too, honestly. is being pointed out as having a lot of roll value right here. If I click on it, it's like bright yellow. Not very good venti. Okay. As much as I want to spend more time, I should probably really get going. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Pabloku. Pabloku? I could be saying that very, very wrong. Okay. There we go. That's the person I'm looking for. I'm sure of it. Ooh. 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 You already see that this account is going to be insane. They got a top 1% Miku. Top 1% Miku. Top 1% Miko. Okay. So I think they didn't actually pick any characters for me to look at. So, oh, they have Yoimiya. I might have to look at Yoimiya. So, we'll just top 3 characters. What are we looking at? Top 31%. I guess the percentage really doesn't matter, honestly. 71 over 261. Yeah, no, that is actually pretty good. How is... Okay, my... Not to be mean or anything, but my Yoimiya is apparently top 17%, and she does not have stats this high. She does not have crit damage this high. I think she's at like 170. So how did this happen? What side is this? This is the Akasha system. So if you want to see your account on here, you're going to have to sign up through the Endka network. So I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Don't worry about it. It's because the attack goblet. Oh, yeah, she does have an attack goblet on. I didn't even realize that she had no pyro damage bonus. I didn't even realize that. I mean, it's not a bad attack goblet overall. It's got a lot of crit damage and it's got a little bit of crit rate. Should it probably be pyro damage bonus? Yes, but I suppose this probably works just fine, honestly. But I use her without Bennett, so it's a little bit of a difference. How do I see what place my Nuvi is? So when you go onto your account, if you go through the, of course, the Enka network, you go through the Enka network and then you can come here through the Enka network and then it should show you. I noticed that ones that are particularly impressive will add this on the side where characters who aren't necessarily won't. And you'll be able to say here, or some characters will be highlighted up here. It should say beneath the top percent mono part, or yeah, mono pyro. I mean, I think this is a really good Yoimiya. She probably definitely dishes out a fair bit of damage overall. For example, the Miko says... Oh, yeah. Is that what you meant? 203 out of 46k, yeah. 45 minutes. Ah! Oh no. But anyways... Really good Yoimiya. I think none of the pieces are particularly bad. Most of them are pretty good. So, nice Yoimiya. Thank you, thank you. I think someone else wanted Raiden, Kaching, so we'll look at Kaching. I don't have Kaching. I don't know how to build Kaching, but we got Thundering Fury. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah. This is also a pretty insane build. 85 over 244. Top 1% Kaching. So that's pretty insane. Any particularly standout pieces? I think the Electro Goblet is probably the best piece you have here. Or maybe it's not necessarily the best piece, but it is very impressive. All high CV pieces for the first 4, yeah. It is pretty high, yeah. Like 3 artifacts that are 40 crit value or higher on one character. This is a very good Kaching. She's a very good Kaching. Also triple crowned, C2. That's an amazing Kaching. Yeah. Primordial Jade Cutter, a little bit of crit rate and a little bit of HP. Kaching probably doesn't need any HP, but we won't worry about that. Also Kaching's skin, also her skin. So that's nice Kaching. I really like your Kaching. I think she's really good. I think she's really good. Okay. And then no. Do we want to look at the 1% Miku? I keep calling her Miku. Miko. The 1% Miko. Okay, Emblem of Severed Fates and Gladiators. Not what I expected, admittedly, but honestly, it works. It works. The chance of getting 40 crit value artifacts is less than rolling a 5-star in a single. Yeah, I know. Some pretty impressive pieces here. Can't really see it because my big head's in the way, but that's a 45 crit value. Very high. Lots of crit damage on that guy. A little bit of crit rate. I think it literally only rolled into crit damage and crit rate. Okay. I think it only rolled into crit damage and crit rate. I don't think it rolled anywhere else. Because that is a 5.3 attack, and then this is a 23. And I think those are base numbers that you can get. No constellations. This Miku... This is forever Miku. This is Miku now. My favorite Genshin character is Miku. Anyways, I did not expect her to be on 2 Gladiator, 2 Emblem, but honestly, this works. This is a really good Miko. Damn, insane luck. Yeah, this is a really good characters. Really good characters. Thank you for letting me look at your characters. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, now we're on account number 4. So this account belongs to Maru. We're now at Maru. So Emblem, yeah. Emblem does energy recharge. I guess it would make sense that you would want energy recharge on Miko. She has the most expensive burst from all the characters in the game. She has a whopping 90 energy cost for her burst. Yeah, it's me. Yeah. She has the highest energy cost for all the bursts, so it would make sense, I suppose, that you want a little energy recharge on her if you want her to do anything particularly. Okay, so we want Raiden, Emily, Barbara, and Zhao. Okay, Raiden, first off, 4-piece emblem absolutely makes sense. Triple crowned, and up to C3. Up to her C3. We'll just look here. Actually, this is a very insane Raiden. Okay, well, maybe insane isn't the best way to put it, but... Oh, I mean, okay, 1%. So, yeah, never mind. Insane Raiden right here. These artifacts have a lot of crit value. Also, a lot of roll value in general. The only weak point is the circlet, honestly. But the circlet is still pretty good. Jojo peek over the screen. Jojo just peeking. I'm just peeking. I'm just taking a look. I am looking respectfully. I am looking respectfully at your Raiden Shogun. Also, a lot of energy recharge, which is exactly what you want on 4-piece emblem, because it's gonna buff your burst by a lot. I did say triple crowned, so her circuit, yeah, the circlet is probably my only note, if I had a note on this Raiden. I mean, it's easier said than done to find a better circlet, but if you can find a better circlet, that would be great. But like I said, it's a little harder to do than just clicking and seeing, or easier said than done, I suppose. But overall, this Raiden Shogun, I say very good. Also, 116. Am I missing something? Does one of her constellations give you extra electro damage bonus? Because she's got 116 electro damage bonus here. I don't actually know if the Shogun has a way to get more, because does she extend into electro damage bonus? I have the Shogun and I literally don't know. I have her and I literally don't know. There's no way she would send that high into a damage bonus though. Hard to replace a 48 crit value. Yeah. I don't know. Electro damage bonus is her ascension. Yeah. They just need to replace the ER sands with another circlet. Yeah. I don't know. Raiden. Oh, her passive? Oh well. Either way, this is a very good Raiden Shogun. I think this is... I mean, I can definitely say it's better than my Raiden Shogun. That ER Sans is too good. Yeah, it is a really impressive ER Sans. It is a really impressive Sans overall. 48. That's starting to get into mythical territory. Can't replace it easily, no. The Sans is gonna be really hard to replace. So you're gonna... If they want to replace the circlet, they're gonna have to try to find one that is on set. Sadly. But very good Shogun. Okay, who else? Who else? Emily. They wanted me to look at Emily. Okay. Where is Emily? Emily is really new, so I'm kind of excited to see what we got here. Nothing too impressive, but the stats do look really good. Signature weapon, 9 and 9 and 3. Perfectly fair for your Emily to have that at this point. It has to be the circlet. Yeah, it had to be the circlet. There's no other option. Flowers, very good here. I'd say the feather's really good as well, actually. Not quite as impressive, but overall, feathers... Oh, it's my old Emily. It's the old Emily? Never mind, don't look. I mean, I still think this old Emily is quite good. Yeah, it seems like we're running into the problem where a lot of people's just aren't updating quite right. But it's okay. I still think this Emily is very good. I think she's quite nice. She's got everything that you would want on your Emily build. Dendro damage goblet isn't fantastic, but you know what? Goblets are probably the hardest piece. I've dropped her ER after devoting her ER needs. After discovering her ER needs are not as high. Yeah. I see. I heard, a lot of people saying that she has pretty high ER needs, but it probably also depends on the team you're using her into, though, so... Do you think Raiden Shogun will get me through my Ascension quest? That depends on the Raiden Shogun's build, but, generally, she can do a pretty good job of getting you through that. Do they still have the electro hypostasis in the thing? I know they simplified it a little bit. You also wanted Barbara. Oh. Okay, back to the Raiden Shogun question real quick before I look too far into this. If you want Raiden Shogun to get you through that, you're gonna need to be ready to deal with the electrohypostasis. I don't know if it's not still there or something else. I'm confused, but either way, if the electrohypostasis is there, Raiden Shogun might need a little bit of help. If it's not, then you have no problem. Anyways, DPS Barbara. DPS Barbara. Oh, you DPS Barbara. I'm so happy to see that. None of the artifacts are necessarily super impressive, but it is a DPS Barbara. C6, so, you know, if you just randomly die, you will get revived. DPS Barbara. That Barbara, though. Yeah, that's Barbara. They removed it. They removed what? What? Oh, wait, the hypostasis. Let's go, DPS Barbara. Yeah. Not bad stats overall. 82 over 172. Pretty good. Circlet is probably the best. Wanderer's Troop, so you get extra damage from those charge attacks. And then, of course, Sacred Prayers to the Lost Winds. Admittedly, you might actually be able to get away with a crit damage weapon on your DPS Barbara with this. Your crit damage will be a fair bit lower, or your crit rate will be a fair bit lower, but you could probably get away with a crit damage weapon on this Barbara. But overall, DPS Barbara, I was really hoping... Okay, can I be honest? I saw that Maru asked for me to look at Barbara, and I was sitting there and I was like, I really hope this is a DPS Barbara. I really hope this is a DPS Barbara. And it is! It is a DPS Barbara. I am so happy. You don't believe how happy I am. I'm so happy. We need the DPS Barbara. Okay, well, we didn't need it, but... DPS Barbara. DPS Barbara. Thank you for the DPS Barbara. This is a lovely DPS Barbara. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy. Okay. That's kind of like our first meme build of today. She hits 120k on Pyro Flower. Of course, it's DPS Barbara. Of course. Or I guess it says Barbie, but DPS. This is good. Okay, and they also wanted me to take a quick look at Xiao. I'm trying to only do 3 people for each, or 3 characters for each person, but we'll take a quick look at Xiao. And top 6% Xiao, Gladiator and Viridescent, 2-piece of both. 10 on the normal attacks, 9 and 9. First constellation, I think Xiao's first constellation is probably the good one. 88 over 184. Signature weapon. Animo damage bonus, a fair bit of animo damage bonus. The flower and the goblet are the best. This is actually a very good animo damage goblet. All things considered, you got attack, you got crit rate, you got crit damage. You didn't roll any into defense. Like, it is not the most impressive goblet in terms of crit value. It's not the most impressive in terms of crit value, but this is a very good goblet, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, this is a very good goblet. I really like this Xiao. It is a good Xiao. It's a top tier quality Xiao right there. They're not bad. They're not bad. Top 6%, of course, too, which is also very, very good. Feather is actually not too bad either. You got double crits, of course, and then attack. Fair bit of crit damage, fair bit of crit rate. Honestly, very, very good Xiao. Very good Xiao. Lots of nice Xiao stuff going on. Quality Xiao. Thank you so much, Moru, for letting me look at your account. I really appreciate it. Who are we on now? This is like account 5, I think. Okay, we're moving on to account 6. We're waiting for the responses to load. Okay, so this account belongs to Sarah. This account is Sarah's. Okay. Profile. Type this. Okay. They're not showing up at all. Thanks for the review. No problem, no problem. This account isn't showing up. I feel like Sarah is such a generic name that it will turn up with a lot of people. I will not be able to know who it is. AA Battery, is this your account? Is this your account? Or is this someone else? What other people do we have? How can mine get reviewed? Do I just have to put my UID? I had a form. I had a form that, I closed it recently. Or just before the stream started. I said I was going to do that, so I closed it just before the stream started. You know what? You know what? We'll just open it again. I can't find this... Okay, well, I might have been able to find this Sarah person, but the problem is Sarah is such a common name. There is no way to know whose this is, and the, Okay, the form... Just to be clear, Sarah is mine. Okay. Either you put the UID in wrong, or you didn't set something up properly. Okay, so if you want to take a quick look to see if you set everything up properly, I'll give you time to do that. I'll move on to someone else for now. Hope you don't mind. I'll come back to you. I should make a note of that somewhere. I don't have paper. I need a piece of paper. Ugh. Okay. So that's account 6. Go back to 6. Go back to 6. The pen is dying. Okay. I copied it. Okay. You copied your UID. That is really weird. I opened the form again. Do you want to try filling it out again and checking to make sure that you set everything up right? It's more just the issue that Sarah is such a common name. If I put Sarah in, we get like 300 people. Like, there are so many Sarahs that I won't be able to find you by your nickname alone. I'm sorry. So if you want it done, you're going to have to... I'm very sorry about this. We're gonna have to try to figure something else out. So I'm gonna move on to the next person for now. Okay, this account is Fuyu. Fuyu. Okay. Hopefully this one works. There we go. Okay, did Fuyu want us to look at any? You can check any of them, but I recommend Yanfei and Albedo. Okay, we'll check out Yanfei and Albedo. Okay, we'll start with Yanfei. So Yanfei is also on the Wanderer's Troop set. Okay, AA batteries, it's set up. Okay. I'll look at Fuyu real quick, and then I'll take a quick stop over at yours again and see if I can get it all figured out. Here we go! Here we go! Albedo in 2024. I have Albedo in 2024. But yeah, no, I guess Clorin did kind of, or not Clorin. Oh no! What's her name? Fashion Lady! Geo Fashion Lady! Not Navia, but the other one. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't remember. But either way, we won't worry about that. Albedo, love Albedo actually, gonna be completely honest. Probably one of my first favorite 5 stars. For the 3rd character, you can check out my Farina. Okay. Bruh, that's Circlet. Bruh, that Circlet almost has as much crit rate as crit damage. Or crit damage is crit rate. That is a very impressive Circlet. This Circlet is putting in the work. This Circlet is putting in the work. He said, let me just roll Shiori. Shiori, yeah, that's the person. Already signed up mine, so I'm good. Okay. Anyways, yes. So Circlet submitted again. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, Circlet is probably the most impressive piece here. Pyro damage goblet. It's okay. Everything, they're honestly not too bad. Overall, crit damage almost. Why would I feel like Yanfei would need a little more energy recharge than 100? But maybe I'm wrong. A good Circlet, yeah. This is an impressive Circlet. Like, that's one that you can put on pretty much any character and, you know, get a very good build. Easy. I originally had her in Tank Fae, but I decided to build DPS because my artifact boss drops. Oh, welcome. Joich L2. I don't know if I said that well, but welcome. Yeah. Honestly, not a bad Yanfei. Not a bad Yanfei. We got the Witsif. Pretty good weapon overall for any DPS. I missed one roll on that flat attack, making me insane. Yeah. One flat attack. Also a fair bit of elemental mastery. Top 22%. Not bad. Yeah, no. I think this is a really good Yanfei. Pretty high invested talents. I mean, Tank Fae for the meme builds, of course, but sometimes you do want to try a DPS, so... This is not bad. Not bad. I like your Yanfei. She's... Crit rate a little low. Yeah. But that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. Nothing's perfect. I think this is good Yanfei. Crit rate, yeah, maybe a little low. I feel like a little energy recharge wouldn't kill Yanfei, but okay. So I opened up the form now. So in my community tab or in my bio on my channel, you can find the form. So just fill it out and we will go. And a bonkers one at that. Yeah, okay. I see your message. Your message got a little distracted, but yeah. No. I cannot say enough about this circlet. This circlet is absolutely insane no matter which way you look at it. This is a very, very good circlet. I think the flower isn't too bad either overall. The feathers, okay. You can definitely see the remnants of being a tank fae because there are a lot of HP substats here. If I look at, you know, here, there's 2 HP substats. There's HP. You can see that it used to be a tank fae. But I still think this is a really good Yan fae, even if they're kind of switching between tank fae and whatnot. And I'm glad circlet as an off-piece. Yeah, very lucky to have a circlet as an off-piece. Getting the off-piece circlet can actually really save some builds. If you can get an on-piece goblet, I feel like the circlet is the next best thing to like replace, because then you end up with something like this. Anyways, was there another? Right, albedo. We should probably move on to albedo. Where is the boy? There he is. There is the boy. Oh, look at him. Look at him. I love albedo. I'll be clear. Love albedo. Harbinger of Dawn. Really good free star weapon, all things considered. He is... I mean, if you don't have Festering Desire or his Cinnabar Spindle, Harbinger of Dawn is probably one of the next best options. So, also, this is a mostly like skill albedo. He's not really worried about his burst from what we can see. Pieces, nothing too insane on this build. The flower is pretty good in my opinion. It's got a little bit of everything that you want. The feather has a ton of crit damage on it. I feel like my only thing is that since this is a skill albedo, you're not really too concerned about his burst probably. Probably more defense because albedo is purely defense with his skill. He's split scaling, but it's I think his burst is on his attack and then the skill is on defense. So I don't know how often you are bursting with your albedo. Probably not a ton because he's probably generally an off-field unit and he's here. He only has a little bit of energy recharge, so it's probably not a ton of time. 39 plus 14, 56. I don't know where we're getting those numbers from right now. I'm confused. But either way, my only thing would be maybe a little more defense on your albedo because you're mostly just focused on his skill rather than his burst. That flower is wild. Yeah, it probably would do a fair bit of damage. Or this flower. Yeah, it is a pretty good flower. Best piece on this particular build, I am most certainly sure of that. I do burst with my albedo. Yeah, okay. I suppose it's a little bit better then. It's just he didn't have many levels there, so I was like, do you burst with albedo much? But if you do, then this is probably fine. This is probably fine then. He probably gets a fair bit of damage. I did the form. You did the form? Great, great. Okay. If you have time to get to me, that would be great. Yeah, I'll try to get to everyone. I'll try to get to everyone who finds 13. Oh no. I went from 8 to 13. Actually, admittedly, I don't know how many people are here right now. Probably please don't tell me, but I mean, if you do, I'm not gonna be mad, but oh no, that's a lot of people just okay, well, that's fine. Okay, we wanted last character for Fuyu is Farina. What is this Farina? Golden Troop, of course, with the signature. 13. Yeah, 13 people have signed up for... Okay, well, it's technically, I'd say 11, because there was one that I couldn't find. They resubmitted, though. And then the first person who submitted was me, because I test. Very successful stream, Jojo. Yeah, I know. I'm getting a little nervous. Lol. Oh, we won't worry about that. If I have to stay up all night, I suppose I have to stay up all night and suffer. Okay. Anyways, so this Farina, decent Farina. Yeah, I would say decent. She's pretty good. A lot of elemental mastery of according to this. A lot of elemental mastery, but it's actually only like 68. That's the thing. I guess this probably represents like based on like the average of what people get. So this Farina probably has more than the average Farina, while having less crit damage than the average Farina. I don't actually know how this thing works, to be honest with you. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome, welcome. You can do the one you could find not first since they submitted first than us. Wait, you can do the one you could not find first since they submitted. Oh, right, okay. I did say I was. Did I move on to someone? Okay, wait. We'll finish Fuyu. We're moving on to that. Okay. Yeah, no. This is a pretty good Farina. Fair bit of HP. 37,000 HP. Very balanced crit stats overall. Fair bit of energy recharge. I think this is probably a very reliable and Farina overall. Like, I don't see any artifacts that stand out as... Okay, never mind. I didn't see this guy. Switch to roll value and they start to look more impressive. Crit value is kind of like average for all of them, but when you switch to roll value, you do see that some of these are very high. Like this has a lot of crit damage, a little bit of crit rate. Also, double crit on this goblet. I thought it was a hydro bonus for a second, but it's not. It's a good Farina, it just needs more ER. I would put Flav or Favonius. I mean, if you're running this with this Farina or an ER Sans, yeah. But we also don't know what team they are running with it. If they are running another Hydro, they don't need... There are a lot of dead attack pieces. Yeah, I do see that there is a fair bit of attack here. But overall, I don't think that... This is not a bad Farina by any means. This is not a bad Farina by any means. If you run another Hydro, I'm sure this 149 isn't bad for energy recharge. No, I think this is a good Farina. I think this is a good Farina. Heartbroken, but I always run another Hydro to achieve 40k threshold. Yeah. That would make sense. That would make sense. Who do you run with them? I guess it doesn't really matter. Guess it doesn't really matter who, but with a 99% Kokomi. I see, yeah. No, that's 100% fair. That's 100% fair. No, I think this is good Farina. I think this is good Farina. with the extra Kokomi, it shouldn't be a problem with that energy recharge. Okay. I guess I would run her with another Hydro. You're right. Yeah. Hope my account works now. Yeah, I hope so too. Okay. Now the question is, I need to find out who it is. Okay. Okay, actually, I just randomly scrolled to the 10th one and it was there, so let's try this out. Okay, still not there. Okay, what if I redirect to Enka Network? I mean, it seems like it's there. Okay, we might just have to look at this person or yours through Enka Network because, yeah, don't seem to be showing up on the other one. So this is Enka Network. Yes. If this is the right account, I'm assuming it is now, but you did say Dia. Yes. Look at that Dia. Oh, this is an amazing Dia. This is the best Dia I have ever seen. The Debate Club, that is an OG weapon right there. Top tier, top quality Debate Club. Nothing says powerful Dia like the Debate Club. Thank you. No problem. No problem, Bomb Requiem. Thank you for signing up. And look at all that HP. All that HP. Oh, and the attack. Amazing. I can't believe it. And the crit rate to crit damage ratio. Absolutely perfect. This is the best Dia. I got Dia randomly. Sometimes you just randomly get your Dias, don't you? Sometimes you just randomly 0% Dia. No, this is a top 1% Dia. Can't we tell? Top 1% Dia. I have never seen a more impressive Dia in my life. And C1. Oh, best Dia. Best Dia. Quality Dia. Thank you so much for showing me Dia. Okay, did you want me to look at anyone else? I mean, we'll just look at the next 3 characters that you have. This is Mona, no constellations. No set bonuses here. Twin Nephrite. Not a bad starting weapon though, if you can find it and you have a DPS catalyst. It's like it could be worse. Chat's moving pretty quick right now, actually, admittedly. I almost can't keep up. The artifacts are so good. This is a true meme build. Yes, at least better than mine. I keep oh my, still a level 1 Dia. The artifacts are so good. This site is afraid to show it. Yes. I once put 5% crit rate on a 200% crit damage. Top tier. Mona's dressed like Lady Gaga. Yes. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yeah. Honestly, could be a worse Mona out there. Hydro damage bonus, attack, percent attack, HP. And attack on the gobbler. Yeah. I don't know. The Traveler. Okay. We're looking at Traveler. Animo Traveler. Now this is a serious build. This is a serious build. Except for that. How are you reviewing accounts? So I have a sign up form, community tab. It might even be in the description of this stream, and on in my description, you can sign up through that. You need to be Enka Network, and more specifically the I mean, all you really need to do is sign up for Enka Network, and in theory it should like appear on the what's it called? Oh geez, where was I going with that? I don't know. Back to the serious. This is actually not a bad Animo Traveler. The only thing is the goblet, but onset or goblets can be kind of hard to find. So if that's the best goblet you have right now, that's the best goblet you have right now. That's very impressive for AR-45. You didn't make a fair point. These are not... They are AR-45. They're just getting to the point where they can start farming for artifacts. So it shouldn't be too surprising, frankly. Overall, when you get a better animal goblet, that would be nice, but they do make a fair point. Well, okay, well, crit damage and crit. But yeah, no, they're AR-45, you do not necessarily have a lot to do at the moment. You can just start farming for artifacts, and Traveler is probably bursting relatively consistently with your characters or on the team, because 162 should be pretty good. It's funny because Lumine is voiced by a Sarah. Oh, she is, isn't she? She is, isn't she? Oh, I didn't think about that. Forgeable Weapon, Rancor. Honestly, not awful. Not awful. Just the goblet. But you are right. AR-45, not much they can do about that at this point. Quick peek at the Diona. Honestly, Diona's not bad either. Fair bit of HP. Favonius. I am one with the Lumine. Yeah, I saw the Lumine. I am one with the Lumine. Yeah, you and Lumine, one and the same. I am so hyped for... Yeah, probably changing the goblet soon. Yeah, hopefully, I hope you're able to find a... Probably not 3-star goblet for your... Lumine. I think your Diona is pretty good, though. Your Diona is pretty good as well. Healing and then energy recharge. That's most of what you want on your Diona, so very good. At least they attempted the Abyss. Oh, you're right. They are attempting the Abyss. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that level... It is an okay Diona. It is an okay Diona. It's very... Perfectly reasonable Diona build right here. Don't judge. We're not judging. I know 8 or 45 55 peeps who are still too scared to embrace themselves in the Abyss to get the Primos. Yeah. I never go to floor 12, and if I do, I always suffer. But, yeah. No, thank you for sharing your build, Sarah. AA batteries. Thank you for sharing your builds. It must have been hard. I especially like your Dia. But seriously, your Traveler and Diona are quite good, all things considered. 5-star circlet on Diona? Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, fair number of 5-star things on Diona already. I'm just looking. 4 stars here. But, you know, Diona's already got a lot of 5-star stuff. Not gonna lie, new floor 12 is today. I was a little bit annoyed. Yeah, I could imagine. I don't usually go to floor 12 anyways. So, we're at 14 now. So, where was I? Okay, I did, that's Fuyu, okay. This is number 8. Wait, I don't look at the application right. Wait, I'm confused. The form for getting in? I'm a little confused what you mean, Vampy Moon, I suppose. Now we're looking at Rizu. I just found out to update my characters into the Akasha system, so currently, right now, it's displaying my latest character, and the reason I didn't update it is because I forgot to log into Enka. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Either way, all these characters have been pretty good so far. Oh, hey, yeah, this is you. You didn't ask for any specific characters. So maybe we'll just look at, like, the first couple. Somebody already asked me to look at Raiden Shogun. Let's try to keep everyone just looking at one specific character. So we'll look at, Arlecchino here. We'll look at the Arlecchino. Not bad, actually. Not bad in my opinion. Deathmatch, crit rate, Arlecchino. Do you not want me to look at Arlecchino? I'll not look at Arlecchino. Do you want me to look at somebody else? You didn't put any... Oh, right. You did say that you were gonna ask who to put in. You were... Right. Okay. I love Arlecchino. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a second. Who do you want me to look at? I need to drink some water. Arlecchino is pretty cool. Okay, Ritsu. Just let me know who you actually want me to look at. I remember that you said... I remember that now. It took me a second. Yeah, look at Arlecchino. Okay, look at Arlecchino. Deathmatch, not bad. A little bit of Elemental Mastery. Crit rate, 62. Crit damage, 172. Fragments of Harmonic Whimsy. This is her standard best set. And any you want. Oh, okay. I'll look at 3 characters then. I've been trying to look at 3. I should probably stop looking at 3. I looked at 4 for the last person though. Oops. Either way, I think this is not bad. The circlet is not the most valuable piece on here. Circlet is definitely probably the first one you'd want to try to replace, but either way, this is not a bad Arlecchino by any sense of the means. Flower is probably your best piece here. It's got 3 stats and then just a random defense percent. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So we got a little bit of everything. Does Arlecchino want HP or do they just want attack? I think they just want attack. I don't actually know how to build Arlecchino, so I think this looks pretty good to me overall. Probably not super concerned about your energy recharge, but then again, Arlecchino only heals through energy or through their burst. They can't heal outside of combat without their burst. So I don't know if that is enough just in case you need to panic heal, but you know, honestly, probably not a bad Arlecchino. The only thing is, of course, the circlet. If you could find a better circlet, it would be great, but overall, no, not a bad Arlecchino at all. Is my most proud build. Yeah? I think you should be proud because this isn't bad at all. This isn't bad at all. Very good build. No build is ever gonna be perfect. And no build is ever gonna be ever completely done, in my opinion. But honestly, very, very good. Very good. If you don't want to farm. Yeah. Could try using gladiators. This Arlecchino is almost identical to mine. Wow. If you don't want to farm, use gladiators. Yeah, that is a fair point. If you're really, really sick and tired of farming and you just happen to have some decent gladiators around, I used to use gladiators before fragment. Yeah. I see. Honestly, that's fair enough. I don't remember what Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy actually does. But I do think this is a pretty good build. I think this is a pretty good build. And then I guess we haven't looked at an Ayaka yet. I think this Ayaka is a lot similar to mine, to be honest. Definitely same weapon. A little less crit rate. But let's look at Ayaka. Not bad. Cryo damage bonus goblet. What else do we got? Circlets, not bad. Exactly what you would probably see normally with an Ayaka on 4-piece Blizzard Strayers, of course. 14 over 192. Not bad because my Ayaka is not great. Honestly, I think she's perfectly fine generally. I guess the levels could be better, but ooh, energy recharge though. I just noticed energy recharge. There is no energy recharge. Yeah, okay. Maybe I do believe you now. I was just looking at the raw stats and I was like, it's not bad, but she definitely would need more energy recharge if you want to burst. I was building her, and at the time, I didn't know how to build. I want Ayaka so bad, yeah. I like Ayaka too. I have Ayaka. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could take this as a learning experience for you then. If you try to build her in the future, you can take a look at these artifacts and say, okay, this is how you not do that. And then you can try again and you can see how amazing it is. But honestly, Flower isn't awful. Sans is serviceable. Sans is fine. And so is the goblet. All you really need to worry about is the feather and the circlet, really. So now I know how to build a character, yeah. Now that you know how to build a character, if you decide to fix your Ayaka in the future, like I said, I really think that all you really need to worry about is the feather and the circlet. It's literally just the feather and the circlet. The other ones, like, they can be replaced if you happen to find better ones. Like, none of them are particularly impressive. The flower is going to be the hardest one to replace, in my opinion. But overall, the worst off you are the feather and the or the circlet. Other than that, the rest of these are perfectly functioning. If you could even just get a slightly better feather, like your Ayaka would be so much better, I'm sure. If you could get some crit damage and some crit rate on the feather even, an attack, which is probably asking a lot, or energy recharge even, it would be, I think that would be alright, yeah. I think that would be a pretty good Ayaka if you could get one slightly different piece. My Ayaka is sitting in the timeout because I like Kaya more. Sitting in timeout. You put your Ayaka in timeout. Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to the next person now. Thank you, Ritsu, for showing me your builds. I hope you don't mind. I wasn't sure who to look at. Okay, what do we got here? This is for Edgeworth. This is Edgeworth's builds. Okay. Edgeworth. Okay, let's see. Did they ask for any Walmart Wanderer Hazel? Oh, I know, that's so mean. Hazel's my boy. Hazel's my boy, but I'll look at him. Okay, Witsif, good choice. 88 over 185. Energy recharge. relatively low, but you know what? Hazo doesn't need it. Thank you for reviewing me. No problem. I enjoyed looking at all of your characters, just to be clear. I enjoyed looking at everyone so far. This has been a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun. Ah, that's mine. Walmart Hazo. Okay. Walmart Hazo. So this looks a lot like a Hazo we saw earlier too, to be completely honest with you. There was another person that had Hazo. And I think they had pretty much the same talent levels, to be completely honest. And even like the same constellation, both at C1. Pretty good. Yeah, it's not a bad Hazo, honestly. It's not a bad Hazo. Gladiator's Finale, and then Viridescent and Venomir. Some pretty good pieces over here. We got a 44 crit value, 41 crit value, 46 crit value. Yeah, no, this is a pretty good Hazo. That's a really good Hazo. One punch! I got Hazo on one account, but not on my main. No. Could need more ER. Yeah. The only concern would be ER, but Hazo also has an extremely cheap burst. He's down in like... He only has a 40 energy cost. And he does generate a fair bit of energy with his skill. My Hazo, I don't think he has a ton of ER. We're just gonna switch on over to my Hazo. How much hate does he have? 116, and that is pretty much fine. 116 is pretty much fine for me. It really depends on the characters that they're running with Hazo. 202 minus go. Yeah. I'm waiting for his C6 just to lower his crit rate. Yeah. Honestly, not a bad Hazo in my opinion. Not a bad Hazo. He's very well balanced in my opinion. Then if paired with Farina, it's all good. Yeah. You could use Farina with him, of course. But even if you have any Favonius weapons, you should be fine on the energy recharge set even. Or energy recharge front. Can you give me some streamer luck, Jojo? I'm doing the Ascension quest. I'll give you what streamer luck I can. Good luck with your Ascension quest. I'm happy I got Wanderer. Yep. Wanderer. Walmart Wanderer. Oh, I can't believe you put Walmart Wanderer on there. But that's okay. I love Hazo, and I think your build is very good. That's a nice animal goblet, to be honest. A lot of these are nice. Actually, that's probably the best piece you have on here. Yeah, in terms of roll value and crit value, highest value piece right there. 46 crit value. Very, very good. Okay. Who else do we want to look at? Ganyu. This one has a little new beside it. What if I look at Ganyu? What if I look at Ganyu? Top 1% Ganyu. Top 1% Ganyu. Shimenawa, which will increase normal attack and charge attack. So actually not a bad set on her. You won't be able to use her burst really like this, but that is 100% fair. This is a really good Ganyu. Thank you for showing me your Ganyu. Oh gee, yeah. Goblet is, or Circlet is amazing. Goblet is amazing. This is amazing. I think we're gonna know where we're going with this. This is amazing. That is definitely amazing. This Ganyu is an absolute beast. This Ganyu is a beast. Some people bash me for using that set. Damn Milk Ganyu. Yeah, no, I think this is a really good Ganyu. I think this is a really good Ganyu. Shimenawa is good if you're using a lot of normal and charge attacks, I suppose. Because it buffs those specifically while sacrificing your burst, pretty much. But after that, yeah, no, I think this is a really good Ganyu. This is a really good Ganyu. Signature weapon. I really don't see anything wrong with this Ganyu. Of course, normal attacks are not crowned, but level 9. Skill and burst, they're not overly leveled, but you know, you don't necessarily need those as badly with Ganyu, especially if you're doing the burn melt thing. Is this burn melt or normal melt? It says burn melt, so I'm assuming burn melt because they do have Nikita. I don't actually know if this is the team they're running though. That's the thing. I think this is kind of like an average of all the teams that might be used. But either way, this is a really good Ganyu. Thank you. We haven't seen a Yelan yet. Let's look at Yelan. Hope you don't mind. Emblem, like good set on her. Circlet is clearly the best piece. You got crit damage with a fair bit of crit rate on there. Goblet, it's pretty good. A little bit of energy recharge. A lot of all the teams are recommended. Yeah, all the teams are recommended. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Either way, that was a very impressive Ganyu, and I think this is a very impressive Yelan. I don't have Yelan. I don't know how to build Yelan, but I think this is a good Yelan. Is like Emily, but with Nikita. Burn melt? Yeah, I suppose it is a little bit like Emily, but with Nikita. Perhaps. Either way. Very, very nice. This flower is also quite nice. This flower is also quite nice. I like the flower. A little bit of HP. You do want a little bit of HP on Yelan. That's all I know is that she does not mind a little HP. I don't know much else about her, but also quite well leveled skills. Quite low level skills. My old Yelan. So you have a new Yelan. It seems to be an ongoing theme that a lot of people are saying. It's like, oh, that's my old build. Oops. Yeah, it is a great Yelan. Whether it's the old Yelan or the new Yelan, it's a great Yelan. Okay. Who's next? Also, I'm closing the form and I'm not opening it back up because we're starting to run out of time. That I folded the sands. You folded the sands? Wait, I'm confused. You got a different sands? Oh, you foddered the sands. Oh. You fed it away to get something different. Oh. I mean, it wasn't the most impressive sands, but I probably wouldn't have done that, but unless you saw something really, really good, like an absolutely perfect sands, like not one that had any dead stats on it. But we won't worry about that. I still think that was a very good Yelan. I think that was still a very good Yelan. So, next up we have... Okay, wait, that's Sarah again. So we skipped that person. We did them already. Moonless. Okay, there's Moonless. This account belongs to Moonless. Okay. Okay. Moonless. Okay. Now, does Moonless want me to look at any... Tainari and Arlecchino. Oh, we haven't looked at a Tainari yet, but we looked at another Arlecchino. But that's okay. That's okay. Pretend we didn't look at any other Arlecchinos, okay? Spine without the S. Pain! Pain! Okay, anyways. Arlecchino. Primordial Jade Wing Spear. little bit of HP, little bit of wait, no. What's the spine wings? Doesn't matter. It's got crit rate stat. Also on the right set, this is not a bad Arlecchino either. C1, so getting a lot of extra damage from that probably. Circlet is really good. Flower is very good. Off-piece feather. So you got an on-piece pyro goblet. That's nice. On-piece pyro goblet. Quality on-piece pyro goblet. It's got a little bit of crit rate and some energy recharge. 160. Now this is the kind of Arlecchino you would want to use with lots of ER. If you need to panic heal all of a sudden, you're about to die, panic heal. Click that burst, panic heal. Yeah. Holy flower, yeah. You know, I had a flower that had 30 crit damage, and I thought that was a lot. I had a flower with 30 crit damage, and I was like, that's a lot of crit damage on a single flower. And I am being humbled many times today. There was been several people that had flowers into the 30s. Into the 30s of crit damage. Oh, and then there was that one circlet with like 30. Basically the same amount of crit rate as crit damage. That was insane. That's me. Needs improvement. I mean, even if you think it needs improving, I think it's a very reasonable build. I feel like this Arlecchino has pretty much everything an Arlecchino wants. The only thing really is the this guy right here. The oh geez, Sans. Everything else is looking pretty good. The feather's not bad, but if you could find one, since this is your off piece, if you can find one with like a crit rate and crit damage, that would be pretty good. But generally, I think this is a good Arlecchino. I feel like I'm saying that about every build. It's like, this is a good build. Yeah, agreed, yeah. With this Arlecchino, I think it's mostly just the feather and the Sans. Everything else is looking pretty good. And it also does give you a little flexibility. If you can find a on-set feather that is pretty good, you could use that instead. And then you have some flexibility here. Since one of your off pieces are actually the not quite as fantastic one, you have the ability to switch which off piece you want to use. Especially since you got the Pyro Goblet on set, that's really good. That, I feel like the most powerful thing that could ever happen on a Genshin account is getting a semi-decent on-set goblet. Really good build. Yes, I think it's really good as well. Okay, what else did they want to look at? Right, Tighnari. Let's take a look at Tighnari then. Okay. Oh, first grade magic. That's a little interesting. Signature weapon of Linny. We got Deepwood Memories and 2 Wanderer's Troop. So a two-piece set. Crit rate and crit damage, they're looking pretty good as well. A little bit of elemental mastery on top of that. Energy recharge, probably perfectly fine. True. Yeah, the attack stance is not gonna be easy to get. Yeah, you're right. It can be hard, but I think, you know, with a little persistence and some time, and maybe when it finally comes to the strong box. I have terrible artifacts for Arlecchino, but I am not AR45, so I can't farm yet for good ones. Yeah. before AR-45, probably even before AR-55, it's like, it's not really as much as worrying about having the best artifacts. It's more of just using the best of what you have. Making do for things. Sometimes you just gotta do your best. Yeah, I think that's it. But anyways, this Tighnari, I don't think Tighnari is actually too bad here. The Dendro Goblet, really good. Also, this is an onset Dendro Goblet. You've had some pretty good luck with getting on-set pieces. Pieces that are on set. You've done a pretty good job with that. We got flower, little bit of crit rate, a lot of crit damage, some energy recharge. Honestly, flower's not bad. Of course, these two are the ones that are being pointed out as being particularly high in roll value. You know, I think overall, I think this is a pretty good Tighnari. Also, the Circlet. Circlet's not bad either. Circlet's not bad either. Onset Goblet, yeah. It's a really good onset Goblet too. Like, it's got the double crits and it's got the attack. Honestly, if you had Alhaitham, this might not be a bad piece for him. Does Alhaitham want Deepwood Memories? I feel like he can use it. What do you usually put on Alhaitham? But either way, I think this is a really good set. This is really good for just any Dendro character, honestly. I shouldn't even just say Alhaitham. I brought up Alhaitham just because I know that he's probably, when it comes to Dendro DPS, he's probably like top tier when it comes to Dendro DPS. But honestly, Tighnari is perfectly fine with this as well, too. Either way, very, very good Tighnari in my opinion. And let's just take a look at one other person. Nahida. We haven't looked at a Nahida yet. Little bit of Elemental Mastery. Full Deepwood Memories. We could probably go for a little more Elemental Mastery on this Nahida, but is he glided? Wait, I'm confused. Honestly, not bad Nahida. I think we could do with a little, or she could do with a little more Elemental Mastery. But generally, it looks like you're trying to at least a little bit go for almost like a DPS. Nahida? I'm working on Nahida. Yeah. I don't think she's too bad, though. Don't think she's too bad overall. Like, this would certainly be worse. And right now, she's on a bit of a DPS build, and I'm kind of curious how much she can actually just do on her own. Okay, well, maybe not necessarily on her own, with a team. I guess Widsif would also help the elemental issue, or elemental mastery issue, sometimes. Just sometimes. But if you have sacrificial, that might be nice to put on her. Just a thought, just a thought. Do what you want, of course. Honestly, not terrible though, not terrible. Crowned and everything. Double crowned. This is a reasonably good Nahida. Yeah, reasonably good Nahida. She's not gonna do the most damage, but of course, most of what you use Nahida for is just to apply Dendro for a very long time. Yes, I'm aiming for EM pieces. Actually, Tighnari's Flower and Goblet were Nahida's pieces. Yeah? Let's take a quick look at Tighnari. Yeah, okay. Flower and Goblet. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck on getting your, what's it called? EM pieces for your Nahida. I'm also vaguely working on my Nahida as well. She's not good either. I did accidentally get her signature weapon though, so her EM is not as big of a problem. But yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally get it. Working on a character, waiting for those EM pieces. EM is actually one of their rarer main stats to get anyways. So this is probably going to be a bit of a long haul. But I wish you luck. I wish you the best of luck. And with that, I should probably move on to the next person. Where are we at? Where are we at? This should be like 11 out of 14. Okay. 12. Who does 12 belong to? Tomiko. Okay, there's Tomiko. We're looking at the account of Tomiko. 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 Okay. They want me to look at Nuvolette, Farina, and Kazuha. Ah, yes, accidentally. Oh, wait, Gilded Dreams. Okay, wait, I see what you're saying. Gilded Dreams. Right. Alhaitham does want Gilded Dreams, isn't it? That's the DPS set where Deepwood Memories is the support Dendro set. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so Nuvolette, Farina, and Kazuha. Let's look at Farina. She's at the front. 2-piece or 4-piece Golden Troop. 42, 180. Lots of energy recharge. Yeah, this Farina Berryman's 10 and 10. 31,000 HP. Circlet, pretty good crit damage, 15% crit rate. Pretty good. Little bit of HP there. Crit damage, energy recharge, and onset Hydro Goblet as well. Lots of people are getting onset pieces. I expected to see less onset pieces, to be honest. Or onset goblets. And I only played for a year, so yeah. It takes time. It takes time. Honestly, I think this isn't too bad. I think this isn't too bad. She definitely probably wants a little more crit rate, is the only thing I would say. Be right back. Okay. Come back if you have a chance. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out and spending your time. Yeah, no, this... The only thing, like I said, is a little more crit rate. But otherwise... pretty good. That's a lot of energy recharge, this feather. 27% energy recharge. 14 crit damage and a little bit of crit rate. Honestly, not bad at all. My only thing is the crit rate, really. Otherwise, this is really good. Oh, I actually don't know what this weapon does, but if it does give a little extra crit rate, then maybe this is fine. Around 14 to 16. Okay. When you farm that domain for almost like a year now, it's easy to get artifacts on set. I know I did because oh, jeez, wait. I'm getting so jumbled. I know I did... because I've been in that domain for years now. For a year now. Yeah, fair. Fair enough, actually. I don't know. I think this is pretty good. Very good, even. If this does give crit rate, then the crit rate, you know, that is out of the window. Gone. No need for more crit rate. I mean, I don't imagine it still couldn't hurt if you could find another piece for a little more crit rate. But, you know, if this is the case, it's probably pretty good. Honestly, it's not a bad Farina at all. It's not a bad Farina at all. I think it's perfectly reasonable Farina. Perfectly reasonable Farina. She's good. She's good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and then Nuvolette and Kazuha. Okay. Nouvellette. Marichose's Hunter, as you would expect. A signature weapon. Big damage. 53 over 234. Yeah, it's okay, thanks. Oh, welcome, Tomiko. Welcome, welcome. I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. Also, Triple Crown Nouvellette with the first constellation. Guess my main. Nouvellette. Or your picture, your profile picture on your YouTube right now is Kazuha. But it's a Farina here. But this Nouvellette's pretty good. It could be any of these three, I suppose. I mean, you have his Constellation 1, so I'm almost tempted to say that it is Nouvellette because you invested in your Nouvellette. You invested in your main. Does Kazuha have any constellations? No. So I'm gonna guess, yeah, lol, Nouvellette. Ha! I got it. I used my big brain. Top 6% as well. All of these pieces are pretty good overall. I don't think any of these are particularly dead stats. Like, I think all of them have use. Elemental Mastery and Attack. I don't see a single defense 8% on here. I focus on building characters that aren't on my team because it's just a waste of resources. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes you just gotta pick a couple characters and roll with it. Especially in this game. It can be hard to do that sometimes though. You like a lot of characters. It's hard to do that, but you know, I can definitely tell you spent a lot of time on this Nouvellette. My 10 piece is so much better. Accidentally fought. Was so much. Oh no. If you had one that was so much better than this, that's kind of scary. 31 energy recharge. That's a lot of energy recharge. I did not notice that. Yeah, if you're starting out, it is better to focus on one character. Or not necessarily one character, but early game Genshin, try not to focus on too many things because you're going to get yourself stressed. I don't think this is an early game Nouvellette. This is definitely not an early game Nouvellette. AR 58, so getting up there. Yeah, no, I think this is a pretty good Nouvellette overall. Also, crazy crit ratio with HP main stat on the it has HP main stat. I don't think I've seen any characters with an HP main stat. I think pretty much everyone else had some kind of crit stat on the circlet, unless it was the Diona I looked at earlier. I did not notice that. You have those stats with an HP main stat circlet. I am impressed. I am impressed. Honestly, this is good. This is a good Nouvellette. Okay, last up. Kaitahara Kazuha. Look at Kazuha. Oh, triple crown too. Bruh, what did you feed? What did you feed your Nouvellette? What were you feeding him? I have a screenshot of him with 100 and over 300 crit. That's a lot of crit. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Man, the Sans having half of the ER main stat, that's nuts. Yeah. Like, ER 138. ER 31. All on one piece. And then the feather has the rest. You know, that's an insane novelette. I am in Spain without the S. I am in pain! I am in pain too. I am in pain too. This is the kind of thing that makes you feel humble. Because I thought I had okay builds. I thought I had okay builds. But I'm gonna have to rethink everything I've ever known. Thank you, honestly. Okay, Kazuha signature weapon as well. Triple crown, very impressive. Not super impressive crits, but of course, this is a Kazuha. You're not necessarily using him for his damage, you're using him for all the buffs he can provide. Elemental Mastery are main stats on all of this. Viridescent Venomir, of course. Nothing particularly stands out. This does have 26% crit damage though, which isn't bad, and this has 15. So that is a fair bit. But yeah, no, this... I feel like this is exactly what you want from a Kazuha. If you're just focusing on his buffs and don't necessarily care as much about... I guess he's getting a lot of damage through Swirl, though. A lot of his damage is probably coming from Swirl. Because, of course, the Elemental Mastery, like, buffs Swirl damage a ton. Oh, at 80. Wait. If you can. Oh, no. Okay. I can take a second, depending on what it is. Okay. I'll give you a second. I'm gonna drink some water. Take a very fast look at Yelan and the Navia piece. Okay. Very fast look at Navia and Yelan. Okay, which piece am I looking at? I have a good piece on each of them. Okay. Okay. 13.2, 13.2. Okay, it's covered by my head though. So I'm thinking the Navia piece, this one that you're talking about, is the 13 and 13.2. Exactly the same amount of crit rate and crit damage on this piece. If that's not the one you mean, you're gonna need to tell me which one you mean. Also, interesting choice to have her on Golden Troop. Generally, Navia is more of a Nighttime Whispers kind of girl, but honestly, Golden Troop probably isn't bad. Flower, yeah. This, I like how it has the exact same numbers. I think that's lovely. I think that's lovely. Okay, and I'm assuming... Okay, quick look at the Yelan. Okay, what's the deal with Yelan? What am I looking at for Yelan? One really good piece. I'm not sure which one it is for the Yelan. Is it the flower again? Or do you want me to look at the circlet? Because the circlet isn't bad. Hiding behind the chat. The circlet isn't bad. Only farm Mara de main because Nouvelette main. So when I got her, it was easy to get good pieces for Nuvi. Navia. Yeah, I mean, fair point. The Nighttime Whispers, unless you're gonna like Geo main Navia or Ningguang, I suppose it wouldn't really make sense for you to go into that particular domain. Flower. Flower again on Yelan. Okay. Admittedly, I'm not quite sure what you mean with the flower being really good. Like, it is a very good flower. It's not a bad flower at all. Sans is good as well. I mean, yeah, no, the Sans does have a lot of crit damage on it. The Sans does have a lot of crit damage on it. 20, not bad. Not bad amount of crit damage. Yes. I think we're gonna have to move on from this one, though. Okay. We got 2 more left. Okay, loading responses. Drink some water while I wait. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Franku, thanks for coming and visiting, and I'm glad you enjoyed the review. I appreciate you being here. You spent a lot of time in the chat today, so I appreciate it. Or at least a fair bit of time. Yeah. Okay. So this account is Lumine. There's gotta be tons of Lumines around, so hopefully I'll be able to find them. Okay. Okay, so this one did not appear. Do we have the person who filled out as Lumine here? Do we have them here in the chat right now? Because they did not appear. Hello? Hello, welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you? Are you Lumine or is that somebody else? Is that a silly question to ask? But I can't find someone's account. Nicknamed Lumine. They want me to look at Siegewin, Noelle, and Barbara. I cannot find their account. So if the person who is that account belongs to, I'm gonna move on to the next person for now, and then I'll circle back to that account. You have some time to see if you can fix it. I don't know if they're actually here to look. Huh. This person might not be here either. Huh. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah. They answered no. This person answered no, so they didn't read the instructions fully. This person did answer yes, though, so let's go take a look at the Enka network. Okay, so this is the person on 14. This is the account that belongs to Bagel. Bagel. Do they want me to look at a specific character? No. But they have Layla as their profile picture, but... Okay, so this person, you can't actually look at their characters because they're not enabled. Okay, so back... We'll see if we can find Lumine on, Enka Network. To see if... See if we can find them on there. Okay, there. I wasn't planning on using Enka Network, but we'll take a look at them through Enka Network, and let's see. Did they... Siegewin, Noelle, and Barbara. Okay. Siegewin. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got here. Two-piece Gladiators finale. And then just off pieces for everything else. A little bit of crit rate. Hydro bonus. Stringless. Not a bad weapon on her, I don't think. Probably not the best either. But reasonable, I'm sure. 666. Nice even numbers all the way down. I swore I put the right UAD there. Is this your account? Or did I miss something? Well, either way, or was it the other person? The one prior? No. Yeah, okay. So I did find it. I didn't find it on the Akasha network. I found it here. But the issue with your account is the so to be able for Enka Network to pull in the data from your account, you need to have it so your characters are visible. So in your actual profile on your Genshin account, you need to go onto your display and check to make sure that oh geez, where was I going with this? Oh, I can't look at it because Anka Network cannot pull in the data from your account because your characters are not visible. You can see the characters in your showcase, so you can know which ones are there. But because you have a specific button clicked on your Genshin account that doesn't allow people to click on your characters to actually look at it, Enka Network can't pull in the data from your characters. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. If you still have time, can you please recheck my account because that was a very old build. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm already going a little bit over the time that I was planning on going for. So I'm afraid this is gonna have to be the end of it. Like, I'm already over a half hour than what I planned. I need to go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow morning. So, yeah, no, I need to... Oh, I was planning on getting up a little early to do some video editing as well. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna be dead. It's okay. Anyways, Siegewin, HP, yes. For an AR-45 level Siegewin, I think this is a pretty good Siegewin. I feel like you'd want a little more energy recharge. If you have a Favonius bow available to you, I feel like Siegewin would not mind. Then again, isn't it most of her healing come from her skill? I actually don't know. I actually don't know. I don't remember, but I feel like this is not a bad Siegewin, all things considered. Hello. Yonjo. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Noelle. They want me to look at Noelle. Noelle. Debate Club. I guess Debate Club changes a little bit as you look at it. Two-piece Gladiators. Two-piece Wanderer's Troop. A little weird to see Elemental Mastery on a Noelle, but you know what? Honestly, if that's just the best of what you have at the moment, that is 100% fair. I mean, geo damage bonus, so... You might actually want to go for defense here. If the person who runs Lumine is in the chat, Noelle is pretty much fully defense scaling. Her normal attacks are, you know, her attack stat, but everything else scales on her defense. So if you can replace this attack stance with a defense, that is probably a very good idea. Attack, not a ton of attack otherwise. Defense, a little bit of defense. Yeah, it's... Only thing about Noelle, only note about Noelle is probably getting a hold of the a defense stance instead. And then who else? Who else? What was the last? Barbara. Barbara. Yeah, this is probably just a nice little Noelle. Noelle. Barbara. She's probably a relatively fair. Nothing necessarily too crazy about her. Skyward Atlas, though. Skyward Atlas. That's a bit of an interesting choice. But if that's the best of what you have at the moment, that's the best of what they have at the moment. So, you know what? 100% fair. Maybe they're trying to go for a bit of a DPS Barbara. That would be very interesting. If they do try to go for a DPS Barbara, I would like to see how this DPS Barbara turns out in the end. If they're just trying to just build Barbara for healing, which is also 100% fair. Yeah, no, that was fun. That was pretty fun. I suppose we'll just go back over here. I had lots of fun today, honestly. This was a good time. I went way longer than I expected to go. Which... I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Maybe I should have saved this for one of the days where I had a Saturday off. Can you please check my Linny later, please? He's pretty interesting. I really need to end the stream now, though. I'm sorry that you just happened to come right at the end. I'm sorry. I would have liked to, but I cannot. I have no time. I have work in the morning. I have work. I'm a responsible adult. Thank you for the review. No problem. I'd like to thank everyone who participated. It was really great seeing all of these. Yeah, successful stream. Yeah, I know. XD is fine. Very successful. Yeah. Get some sleep. Yeah, I'll try to. I don't know. I'm a little hyped right now because I don't think I've ever seen this many people just hanging out in the chat for so long. They're probably right. This was a very successful stream. I don't want to know how many people there are for I don't know. The YouTube Studio's been a little weird with me. It's not showing me like the numbers. Usually I have a little panel that says numbers, and usually I leave that panel like covered up with the chat so I don't actually see how many people are here. But it's not actually showing any information on that panel today, which is weird. It's not showing me any information on that panel today, so it's weird. But either way, I had a good time. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out. It was a blast having all of you here. It's 9. Is it really 9? Oh, it's almost 9. Okay, anyways. Wait, it's 9 people, as in 9 people. I thought you meant it's 9 as in 9 o'clock. And yes, it is almost 9 o'clock where I am. Which means I should really get going. Thank you everyone. It was so great to have all of you here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I had such a good time. I hope I can do this in the future at some point. It's 6 in the morning. Yeah, time zones be crazy. Time zones be crazy sometimes. Anyways, thank you so much everyone for participating. I hope that I will be able to do something like this again in the future. 9 people, XD, now 5. I mean, now that I'm saying goodbye to everyone, everyone's like, nah, leave. Nothing interesting's happening anymore. Leave. Yeah, I enjoy your stream. Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed it too. Thank you, everyone who hung out and spent a little bit of time here. Thank you. And with that, I say goodbye for real. Goodbye. Bye.